Hey family, how's it going? So, welcome to morning prep. It's Wednesday. Haven't talked to you guys in a couple days. Wasn't trading yesterday, so wasn't feeling A plus and just decided not to trade. So, I'm excited for today. It's Wednesday. Let's start with the overall market ES. So, y'all haven't seen these levels close to where we are right now. I made these yesterday. Didn't post them for you guys, but all these other levels above have been the same for the past week and a half, so if you've been following me, then you definitely have these levels. But as we go lower here, we have this 4-hour supply that we ended up losing. Tried holding above a couple times, but proved that it was a level and held under. And then we have this 4-hour mid-level target. Um, but honestly, anything under price right now, none of this is clean enough to make levels in my opinion. So ES, I'm more expecting ES to have a little bit of a relief bounce or maybe just chill out for today. It can go lower, and there's always a possibility that we go lower, and I won't be shorting SPX if we do end up going lower because I won't have any clear sort of target or zone uh, to play SPX towards. So, and like I say I love when market makers they make clean levels above and not many clean levels below. That normally means they're just consolidating. They're normally just waiting before they push it higher. And if they can find some nice entries while everyone else is looking to go short in this no man's land, then they're happy. And so we're going to try to play the exact same way as those market makers. So this is our ES chart looking to push higher possibly today. So 4-hour does look really weak. We do have a squeeze for some reason, even though the squeeze is pretty wide. Not sure why it's a squeeze, but expecting it to somewhat come in a little bit, get tighter, and that'll lose the selling momentum on the 4-hour. It'll also push ES a little bit higher, possibly to this 4-hour supply zone. So let's take a look at some other time frames. We have this 1-hour golden squeeze. So this 1-hour golden squeeze seems really clean, but I'm personally probably not going to use it as much today just because the levels we're around right now are a lot higher 4-hour levels and they don't really match up well with our 1-hour chart. So I'm mostly going to be focusing on the bigger time frames for ES if I do end up wanting to take calls on this name. But I'll also have up the 1-minute chart and just take a look at where money's going when the market opens. Take a look at ES, NQ. I'll be watching all of that on the 1-minute chart, see where the money's flowing in. And as I'm looking at other names, that'll definitely give me some confluence as to which names I should be taking and if I should be going long or short on those. So that's basically it for ES. Let's take a look at some of the other names I prepped. Honestly, not the best setups today. You'll see what I'm talking about. We have Tesla here, which is just stuck in the middle of our two supply zones up here. So both selling zones and showing some strength though. That's a good thing about Tesla. It is showing some strength while in the middle of these supply zones. Now, the question is, how long is Tesla going to chop in between here? And is Tesla strong enough to actually break out of these supply zones, or are we going to slowly start fading and catch up to the market? So that's Tesla. Very simple. You can grab some lottos, but honestly I expect Tesla to chop a bit in here before deciding on which way it wants to go. And what was I saying? So Tesla can run without the market. If the market's dumping and Tesla starts breaking out of this 30-minute supply, I'm not afraid to go long on Tesla with the market weak. That is one thing I tell a lot of people. Tesla has, it's like it has a mind of its own. It can easily just rip while the market's completely weak. So with Tesla, what my plan is just to wait on to see which way it's going to break out, this 30-minute zone or this 1-hour supply zone. I honestly don't expect it today. We do have this 1-hour squeeze. Pretty nice with this 1-hour supply zone. Do we have a 30-minute squeeze? Not really. Pretty messy, trying to break out to the upside. So, gonna be patient on this name. Once it starts breaking out, then I'll look to play it. But as of now, not looking to take any lottos. Let's take a look at Google. Simple prep on this name. We have this this uptrend and nice little wedge coming in from yesterday. So we can actually mark that. I'll probably take this out by open, but it's a little bit clean. So if we take a look at the price, since we're not getting any pre-market data, let's take a look at time and sales. So around 57, 56. So it looks like we're going to be trying to break out to the upside, which I was going to say is what I was hoping, but honestly, I'm not going to have any bias as to which way I want to trade this name. Google did have a really, really weak day on, I believe that was, last Friday. It's just been chilling out for the past 2 days. Now it's looking ready for its next leg, whether that be higher, back towards POC, or lower, back towards these lows around here from Friday. So we have some nice targets. Either side it wants to break out. A nice 30-minute squeeze, which is nice with our 30-minute demand and supply, obviously. And so, same thing with Tesla. Google is just a waiting game right now. Now, Google should break out faster than Tesla. It is at that breakout point. Today should technically be the breakout day, but we've all seen names like this that just completely chop or fail after a breakout. Now, I'm going to focus on this 30-minute squeeze. If we do start breaking up, momentum starting to shift upwards, I may grab some, I'd say the 2880 or 2890 calls, just targeting this POC level. Let's see how much those are actually. So weeklies, come all the way down. So 2886, yeah, 2890, around 4. That's perfect. Not risking too much. If we do start rolling over, maybe NQ, ES is also rolling over. Google was one of the weakest names on Friday, so definitely does have more selling to do if it wants to. And I'll probably be targeting the 2800s, which look really nice from here. Let's see what they look like on the chain. 2800s, around $6-7. So that's actually a lot more expensive than I thought it was going to be. Being around 50 points away, more expensive than the 2890 calls, which were only 40 points away. So it is surprising. Looks like they're packing in premium into these Google puts. I said the same thing on Friday too, and you know what happened? We ripped and then just completely dumped. So if they are really packing premium into these puts, it could be a repeat of Friday. We could start breaking down. Those 6 could go to 18, 3x in one day. So keep an eye on Google. Let's take a look at, what was the other name I put? Was it Roku? Not Roku. No, it was Apple. So Apple looks really clean on the 4-hour chart here. We have this zone from last week, I believe, or maybe a week and a half ago, when we destroyed Apple on the first day of the week. It was a really clean zone. Actually, this POC might be different. Let me adjust POC. Yeah, so POC is different. We can move this. But this 4-hour zone is the same. So let's zoom in. We've been trying to hold under it a little bit. It is a selling zone, so trying to hold above, obviously knocking us back down because it is a selling zone twice. This is the perfect time for Apple to start having a couple candles under this zone, confirm that it's under, and then possibly go lower. I'm targeting around 146 for this name, since we are holding under. Small risk. It's only about 60 cents worth of risk if you're risking maybe a hold in this zone. That's what I'll probably risk. And then you can grab just some lottos down here, or you could wait until the market looks weak, and then Apple could be the first one down. Definitely my top name to go lower, just because it is holding under this zone. Let's take a look at the contracts. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna throw in a lotto right away or if I'm gonna wait on some true selling from tech, but either way it should be a pretty clean setup. So I was targeting the 146 puts, or sorry, just 146 on the chart. They're around 60 cents, so super low risk. If we get there, it looks like it's going to be a double, which is pretty clean. So that's basically it. We got a nice hold under. We should technically go lower. Now if we look at some of the squeezes, oops. No squeeze on the 4 hour. Um, looks like some selling momentum is dying out, so we need to watch out for that. 1 hour, no squeeze. Let's look at 2 hour. Small squeeze, selling momentum slowly starting to die. As long as we hold under this, the play should still be intact. If we do start holding above, you can, if you really want to give it time, just wait for the 4 hour close above. So that might be what I do if I do end up throwing a lotto on, or I might wait for some sort of bounce off this level. But any way you play this, like I said, this is a really clean setup. We're holding under. So if market's weak, Apple should start heading down. And I believe that's all my setups for today. Now, you guys should follow my Twitter if you want to see my trades. It's Clean Trading Shaw on Twitter. Put on the post notifications if you want to see when I tweet live, because sometimes I'll tweet and literally just like 2 minutes later it's up like 50%. So it's up to you guys if you want those post notifications on. I promise I don't spam you guys, mostly just talk about my trading and everything. But that's it. Hope you guys have a great day. Talk to y'all later.